Hi boys and girls, this is Nick J back from Success Luminary. Now this video is an idea that you can use if you're a marketer or somebody that is either marketing, promoting or building websites for clients. Now this is a friend of mine who is a personal trainer, so obviously he's in the fitness niche, and basically he's just got his kind of one price. He's just got his one price for personal training. So I kind of said to him, well, why don't we try and get some different levels of membership in your business, i.e., not just having the one-on-one personal fitness, because that should be your most expensive commodity. That should be the most valuable commodity to the customer, which is a one-on-one with the so-called expert. So, you shouldn't really be knocking that out cheap or as your only sort of price point. So to take the sort of pressure off asking sort of people for sort of quite a lot of money, which he's worth. I mean, he's spent over a year training, to introduce a lower level to kind of compete and combat the sort of Zumba sort of style classes, like Slim Fast, Weight Watchers, and the other one, Slimming World, where people pay very low prices to go and learn fitness. So I suggested, why don't you do that? Because then, the best way to kind of get buyers is when people upgrade themselves, when they sell themselves, when they have a chance to test out your services or products. And then they say, yeah, this is good. I wonder what else this guy does. Because then in a low cost environment, like a class of lots of other people, that gives them a chance to sort of to see what you're all about. And it's also good for my friend because it gives him another price point. So it's like lots of little bits of money coming in to one class. So that's what this site's all about. And then on the top end, of course, at the back end, he's got his more expensive tutoring one-on-one. And then, in the middle, he can always have a sort of like a mastermind fitness group with like a few exclusive people who kind of want to really sort of study and master the art of fitness. And of course, with the personal training, he can split that into two levels. He can have a basic one-on-one and he can have a more intensive one-on-one. So that's 4 different levels without even thinking about it. We're injecting into his business. I hope you're listening. So this site is the low end site. It's the site where general Joe blogs will come to basically come to the classes, and it'll be very, very low cost. So the purpose behind this is one, you're probably thinking, well, if he's going to be doing live classes, why does he need a website? Well, we're going to do an event. We're going to do an event to kick it off, and the event is just a live event where we invite a large cross section of people, and John just gives a talk and a Q&A where he can kind of basically, it's to combat people's excuses, people's reasons for like being, I'm not really sure. All the kind of haven't got the time, haven't got the money, and it's also to get feedback for him. But here's the thing, you can have a live event, and people will come to that live event And people who are on the fence, who are not quite sure, who need more time to think about it, you really want somewhere to sort of send them at the event afterwards to sort of get warmed up and to get more information and to sort of have somewhere to sort of come back to. So that's why we created this site. Now, this site is kind of, it's not quite done yet, but as you can see, we've got a kind of book a class page, and on here we'll have a form where people can register. Now, here's the thing, here's the reason for making this video, is that we can sort of, when it comes to the event, we can send people straight to this website. They can come and they can register. Now, for whatever reason, that's fine, but here's the problem. For whatever reason, some people get distracted, they kind of have a look when they haven't got much time, or they're kind of umming and ahhing. So you'll get the people that say, yep, I'm interested, they'll click this button here, and they'll go and sign up. But other people need a bit more time. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the little trick. We're going to put a little opt-in form where people can put their name and email in, and get some sort of free gifts, some guides, some video series over 7 days. Now, this here would be the sort of appropriate place to put it, but we can do that, that's fine. But the problem is that you kind of, if you do that, you're kind of, it's a bit like having your video playing with the message, and then at the end, because it's on YouTube, you've got the related videos from other people's channels coming up on the last page. So then what happens is he's given this really good compelling message to take action, and then they see some thumbnail from another video and they go, oh, what's that, on YouTube, and they click on that and they've gone. So what I'm about to suggest is a bit like that, in the sense that if we had our form here where we had an offer and you put your name and email address in this area here, well, we really want them to do that. That should be the main function. We don't want all this here for them to click around and kind of get lost and distracted. So what we'll probably do is, rather than having it here, which, like I say, is fine, but you're going to lose a few people, we're going to have a dedicated page. Now, this is just an example. A dedicated page where we send them to a URL or an address which is almost the same as the main website, and that's the one we promote. So we send them to, hey, at the event we say, hey, thanks for coming, check out our website and we've got a free gift for you. So this would be the sort of page that we would promote. Why? Because there's nothing else for them to click on, there's nothing else for them to get distracted and lost. It's just one page where all you can do is watch the video, put your name and email in, get whatever it is, the video series or the downloadable, whatever, and then they will get automatically redirected to this page where they'll get the message here, and then they can click about as much as they like, and then they can register. So, why have we done it that way? Because I know from testing that if you have it on, we need to have it on this page, or let me back up. If we don't have it at all, if we don't have the opt-in form and we just have the register form, then, like I say, some people are just going to disappear. They're just going to fall off the planet. They may come back if they remember, but if we have this, then what happens is that they're going to say, oh yeah, I'll have that, and then if they're still not sure, and they still need time, we can email them. They've now put their name and email in, so we can email them. We can email them testimonials once a week when we start getting testimonials and client reviews. We can email them updates. We can email them offers. We can email them relationship building stuff so that they'll come back to this website a week or so later, 2 weeks later, a month later, 3 months later, and they'll come back. They'll come back and they will register. So there was a few points to that video. Is one, if you're doing a similar thing, have an opt-in page. Have an opt-in page like this, because if you don't, you'll drive all your traffic to a page like this. Yes, some of them will click and register, other people won't because they need more time, and then you've lost them. So you want an opt-in form. If you put your opt-in form straight on this page here, there's too much other stuff for them to get distracted, and then they've run out of time, and then they've gone off somewhere else. It will work, but you'll lose a few people, a few more people. So have a dedicated page where you've got nothing else to do other than put your name and email in. Then some people put their name and email in and will be redirected to here and will register, but the ones that don't, you can email them over time. They haven't been distracted with all this lot here. You can email them over time, and then hopefully they'll get in. So it's about safety nets, it's about safeguards, and it's about just doing little testing to increase your conversions. Okay, I hope you found that useful. It was a bit of a long one, it was a bit of a mouthful, but I thought there were some very key points in there that would help your conversions. This has been Nick J. Barrett. Speaking of conversions, check out the link below, and I shall see you on another video, hopefully not as long.